Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is January 17th, 2021. And on this day, we recognize Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. His actual birthday, for those that don't know, his actual birthday is on the 15th. But we choose, I believe it was for the second Monday of January, to recognize Dr. King and his role in the civil rights movement. So let's just jump right into it. August 28th, 1963. This is 57 years ago. Keep that in mind, 57 years ago. August 28th, 1963, Dr. King made his iconic I Have a Dream speech. You have to forgive my little buddy, he's excited. Made his iconic I Have a Dream speech. And reading through, I remember my junior year in high school, I recited a portion of this dream speech in a Black History program we had. Let there be brotherhood and let it begin with me. Shout out to Miss Shirley Pettit, who will always and forever be one of my favorite people in Jacksonville, Illinois. And a lot of it, if not all of it, is still relevant today. You know, parts of it is a dream deeply rooted in an American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. There's still a level of equality and equal treatment that doesn't happen in America. He goes on to say that one day his 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And it's sad to say that 57 years later, that there's still judgment based on the color of one's skin. There's still hatred solely based on the color of one's skin. And it just bothers me that we had this iconic movement, this iconic speech, and still 57 years later, the majority of the speech is still relevant, you know? And I hate to think, if things are this bad now, I really hate to think how bad it really was back then. And the crazy thing is, since then, things have gotten better, and it's still bad. You know, it's probably not as prevalent as it was back in the 50s and 60s, or back 57 years ago, 1963. But it's still an issue. It's still a problem. So how do we combat this problem? One, we teach our children going forward that it doesn't matter what a person looks like on the outside. We really drive home the point that what really matters is what's going on with that person on the inside. You know, does that person have a good heart, a good spirit, good demeanor, good character, good morals, good values? You know, we need to start judging people for who they really are. Not even judging. We need to start looking at people for who they really are versus what they look like. I encourage you to really sit down and when you get a moment and read through that speech. You know, today I'll be taking some time to reread it again and really looking at how it still reflects life today in 2020, just a mere 57 years later. Anyway, with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day.